Hi folks, welcome to Resin Maniacs on Tour. I'm Saul Alvarez, and we're here at Gilman Productions. And here we have Mark Van Tine, sculptor extraordinaire. Hi Mark, how are you?
Hey Saul, how you been?
Very good, thank you. Mark, you've been around for a long time in this hobby. I personally have known Mark for about 20 years. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, yeah, Saul, we have known each other for a long time. I've been sculpting since the early 90s, and you saw a lot of the early, when I started, but I started building model kits and just liked it so much that I decided I had to try the sculpting thing. And I had a little bit of a background as an artist. That's what I did for a living. I was a designer and an art director and an illustrator in Manhattan. And it just led me to pursue other things, and this was one of them. For good or bad, it becomes a bit of an obsession, as most people will tell you. This whole modeling thing, it just grabs you and doesn't let you go.
That's right. So, as a collector yourself, I guess you decided to start working on 3D clay pushing, I guess?
Yeah, I did a little bit of painting for a couple of years.
Right.
A few kids learning how to do it, and as I'm looking at them, I loved them so much. I was like, I think I can do this. I was a painter at the time, and I did a lot of artwork, and it just seemed like a natural progression. I wasn't necessarily a sculptor, but I figured, why not? I could try it. What's it going to hurt, right?
That's right. Now, did you sculpt in the beginning? Did you sculpt for yourself, or did you start working for companies right away? How did that work out?
I did start by myself, for my own things, but it was with that goal in mind. I saw what was going on. I think I did a small dinosaur that I had shown Randy Bowen at one of the early chillers in like 1992, 93, and he wanted to take it with him. He said, I'll cut it up for you. I was like, let me think about it. And then I tried my first human likeness, which was a bust of, as you know, it was Clint Eastwood. It was this Clint Eastwood bust that I
remember that well.
And I did this in a little room I rented in Brooklyn when I was commuting from Pennsylvania to Brooklyn for work. And I did it at night. And when it was done, I had it with me one day, walking around in the village, and I bumped into two gentlemen that I'd seen at the shows, but I didn't know them, outside of Village Comics on Bleecker Street. And it was John Diaz of Jayco and Paul Gill.
Interesting.
And I had this thing in my bag coming home from work. I don't know why.
Wow.
I had it with me. And I walk up to them and say, "Hey, you're Paul Gill." And he's like, "Who are you?" I reached and I took this thing out. They go, "Whoa, he's got a gun," But no, it was a strange meeting. But I remember just being on the sidewalk in the middle of the street, taking this thing out and showing it to them. And immediately, John said, "I'll produce that. I'll give you a couple castings. I'll pour rubber on that." And I was like, "Okay, wow, first piece." And I was like, "Just what do you think of it?" That's all I wanted to know. But that was how it all started.
Is there any other companies that you work for?
I eventually worked for, I think Alternative Images with Scott Kelly was one of the other first people that I worked for. And then a few other companies after that were places like Wolf's Den. It was Jerry Mendoza. And I worked for Garage Kits USA with Jesse.
So Mark, tell me, who are you currently working with?
Well, I'm doing quite a few private commissions right now. A lot of them are being produced, but right now until they're ready to go. Some of the past ones have been ready to go, but they're smaller clients. But I'm also mostly right now I'm working with my partner Paul Gill at Gilman Productions. We've done quite a bit of work over the last 6 or 8 years. It's like a renaissance for me. And I guess everything goes in cycles, and it's been a really great 6 or 7 years. I'm really happy with the work we've been doing. Fantastic.
Could you tell us a little bit of the works that you have been doing with Gilman?
Well, with Paul, the first thing we did was a bust of Caesar from the new to us at the time was Planet of the Apes. And that was the first one, and that one really, it really got a lot of positive feedback. And since then, we've done quite a few pieces. It's hard to even remember all of them, but we did some of the things that I remember that I really like are. We did some 1/3 scale classic busts, they're fairly large, Frankenstein and the Mummy. We did a great prehistoric terror bird, which is a little bit off to the side of the market, but people really seem to like that one.
Yes.
And currently, our quarter scale busts are really the things people, I guess, would know us for. We have a few different lines of that. You know, we do a lot of Stephen King type things, a lot of some 80s kind of horror things. I particularly like doing werewolves.
The Howling.
Things like that.
Yes.
The Howling piece, that's just one of them. I've
Yes.
done a lot of werewolves over the years.
Yes.
And currently, you know, we've got a lot more planned, you know, even some original items.
Oh, fantastic. Could you tell us a little bit about the current stuff that you're going to be working on?
Okay, currently, actually, right here, I've got a piece, and it's of Gunther, the character from Funhouse.
Oh, yes.
It's actually in progress.
Great character.
Yeah, I got high hopes for that one, because I'm liking what I've got going. But we plan on continuing our Stephen King line.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a line of originals that we want to work on also.
Yes, that's great. And you have anything coming up soon?
Well, with Paul?
Not with Paul. Any other
Just
companies?
in general,
Or?
yes, there is one particular company in general that I'll be doing some work. I've started working for already.
Mm-hmm.
We got one major piece that's just about finished,
Wow.
and it's for George Stevenson
Yes.
at Blackheart Enterprises.
Blackheart Enterprise, yes.
Great company, great man. This guy is one of the godfathers of the hobby, and he's a very nice guy.
Absolutely.
And I'm really excited about the project.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, folks, with that said, stay tuned. We got a little surprise for you.